Hi, it's Drew and Terry Edwards here, and if you're a recruitment or search business owner, I want you to imagine this scenario, right? It's Monday morning or whatever day of the week it is, doesn't really matter, and you get into your office, and on your desk there's two lists, both containing the names and telephone numbers of people in your target market. Both lists have 100 names on it, names and contact details on it, but you got list A, the first list, which contains people in your target market who don't know who you are, so they're complete strangers. They've never heard of you before. They don't know what you do. They don't know what you offer. They don't really know anything about you. They only might have a need for your services, right? So they're in your target market, but they only might have a need. So of that 100 people, some of them will have a need, but a lot of them won't as well. And because they're strangers, they only might have a need. You're hoping that when you call them, you get through, you get past the gatekeeper. You're hoping that you get through at the right time, so before any of your competitors, and you're hoping that they're willing to listen as well. And also, you know that you're going to be interrupting the day because they're not expecting your call. They have, as we said, they've got no idea who you are, only might have a need, and only you're hoping that you get through to them at the right time. So when you look at it, you're interrupting them, right? Or would you either call list B, which is again filled with people in your target market, but these people, they know who you are, they know what you do, what service you provide. They have a need for your services because in some way they've told you that they have a need for your services right now. They're expecting your call. They're actually expecting you to ring them, and when you do call them, they're welcoming. They're willing to listen to what you have to say. So, which list would you rather call? Terry, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you put it really well, and it sounds almost contrite in one sense. People might think, well, that's a silly question. Of course, I want to call these people here. And I'd imagine most people listening to this right now, if you listen to this right now, you're thinking, I want to call people that know who I am, who have a need for what I do, who are expecting to call them and quite welcome to me. I'd imagine most people would go for List B.
And I think, again, take this further. I think even if you prefer to call these people, for some reason you love the challenge, which I can understand, you might do that. Where do you think you get the best results, and where do you think you'll get the better use of time? Calling a list of 100 people, 100 strangers who only might have a need and you're hoping you get through, or calling a list of 100 people who know who you are, definitely have a need, are expecting your call. Now, again, most people would say you'll get the best results with list B. Now, again, this is just what we call a cold list. So effectively, if you're using cold calling to grow your recruitment business or search business at the moment, you're doing this every single day. And this is what we call a warm list. And at the same time, although you might do the majority of this, you might spend the majority of time calling them the cold list, you do get people on the warm list as well. So perhaps it's a referral, perhaps it's a LinkedIn message you get from somebody. For whatever reason, you occasionally get people who contact you, who go onto your warm list, and you know that you're going to call them and they're going to be receptive to your call. So one of the things that we speak about, one of the things we help the recruitment and search firm owners do is cut out cold calling, and instead of calling cold prospects who only might have a need, we get them to get more people on this warm list so they can spend their days calling people who actually want to hear from them. Now, again, just a quick disclaimer here. My very first business was a telemarketing business where all we did for our clients was cold call. Personally, I like cold call and actually enjoy it. And Terry, again...
Yeah, when I first entered the world of executive search, I worked for part of the Computer People Group, St Martin's, and all we did to get business was cold call. And so look, I want to be clear about this. You can get business by using that method. Let's be absolutely clear.
Yeah, neither of us are saying that it doesn't work, but given a choice, we would both always prefer to call the warm list, people who know who we are, have a need, are expecting the call and are welcome to what you have to say. Now, if you still prefer to call people on this list, that's fine, this video isn't for you. But if you want to know how to get a bigger list of prospects who know who you are, know exactly what you do, and they know about how good of service you offer, they have a need for that service right now because they've told you in some way, they're expecting your call and they're welcoming, then we're putting on a free training that shows you how to do just that, shows you how to get your dream recruitment and search business and attract your ideal clients at will without the need for cold calling, despite underperforming consultants and without relying on your network as well. So to register for that free online seminar, click the link in this post.
My name is Brad Austin. I run an international executive search consultancy called Emerson Chase. I've been thinking about developing marketing strategies for over a year, but just time-wise, I hadn't committed it, and I think Terry's persistence encouraged me to come along. It's really brought home the fact that we're only using a fraction of the marketing techniques that are out there, and my eyes have been opened up considerably. As long as they're not in my industry sector, I would say, it's going to be worth its weight in gold. These techniques will undoubtedly deliver magnificent growth. I'm very, very excited.